In this occasion, we are with Olga, Joanna, and Catherine. And we are going to talk about a special book sometimes we read. And we are to start to Olga.
Okay, I like that kind of books. They talk about psychology. I have no idea how many books I have read before, but there are not a lot. But I like to read.
I read about the romantics book, the mystery and sagas. I read a lot of sagas. I like it so much.
Okay, I started reading when I was in school. My first book was The Godmother, and it's a biography book. And then I start with that and I start reading many books about romance, about fiction. I prefer read fiction books and romance and about this topic.
Okay, Wendy, what is your favorite book or what the last book you have read?
Well, I read several books, and it's about a young boy. He affronts several problems in his high school. The book is Wimpy Kid. And also, I read romantic books like Romeo and Juliet. And the last book I read is The Secret Gardens, and I like because it's very mysterious and have a lot of things and positive message.
The last book I read the name is Happens. It's a short book. It's about the three girls. Mm-hmm. The name is three called Erins. Two are popular. The other is not. Is the old people bullying her. But
they study at the same school.
Yes, they are in the last year. It's the dance about the homecoming.
Homecoming queen.
Is a boys is a popular, and the Erins, the people don't like. He like the boys. The name is Weston,
and he's the quarterback of the team. But it's always the same
popular
story.
Yes, and her girlfriend is the popular Erins.
A blonde one, and with a hot body.
Yes, always. And well, in a week on vacation, it's happen sometime. It's happen something weird because all the school go the vacation, and Weston stay in the city, but he knows the area and he talk and stay in the city. So a Weston house with Erins too, but he receive a call, and the call say the two Erins died in an accident, but it's a mystery because
a car accident.
Yes, and two dies. So when the police investigation, he knows that one Erins in the parents, not parents. Is the parents about the ends the people don't like.
Really?
Yes, so the parents receive
it's
the
interesting.
Yes, it's a nice book. Only that.
Okay, the last book that I read, actually it's not a book, it's a manga, and it's called Orange. It's about a girl who in her first day of school received a letter from herself, but 10 years in the future. and the letter writes some things that start to happen to her and her friends. And it's weird because the important mission is save Kakeru, and Kakeru is the new student. And then the history is continue with all of them trying to save Kakeru, and save because he has depression, and his mother suicide in the first day of school, so he is very sad and he has depression. But at the final, I don't know if you want to know that. Okay, the final Kakeru died.
Die?
No, it's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Okay, a book that I love, like it because it's about a pilot, a pilot who traveled and he crashed into the desert, and he found a little guy who is the little prince. He crashed here in the earth, and he found this pilot, and he started to, but this little prince come from to the space, to another planet, and he started to have a conversation with this man. And it's interesting how he introduced, or how he ask the things in life, how people here in the earth see and do the things. And it's interesting because this is a kind of book that you can read, anyone can read. In that book he speak with this little prince have a rose, a little rose who he loves a lot. And it's interesting because this man was friends, and he fall in love and get married with a Salvadorian woman, and that woman is represented in that rose. And it's interesting, and it's have a positive messages, because every planet that he met or he visited, he learned a lot of things, and it's like a metaphor of life and how the way we see the things. And I love it a lot. I have read like 3 times, and I guess I keep doing it because I like it a lot.
Do you have a favorite character of maybe a favorite planet?
In the planet that he lives, I don't remember if the name was MB.
Yeah.
360. I don't remember, but it's interesting because I don't remember if he have 3 volcanoes.
Yes.
3 volcanoes, the rose, and that's it. That's the planet that he lived. He used to live, and he came here to the earth and made friends with a fox. And he said that if you want to be in love, or if you want to be accepted, you have to be domesticated.
If you want to get a knowledge, it's very important to read a book because it's very interesting, and so you find some different point of view, and sometimes you get fun about books.
We can use the imagination because we read, we know about the whole thing, and it's very interesting because when you read, you can talk with the other person.
We have a lot of benefits with reading a book, so maybe the most important is you live another life.
Yeah.
And I like for that reason, but if you if you like that kind of book. But if you want to know something, you have another kind of book you have a lot of books if you want
or options or choices
for
or options,
whatever you want.
whatever you want to read. Yeah, read it's so important, and I think here in El Salvador, here in the west of El Salvador, no one likes to read, but
Yeah.
it's something that you have to. I think that students at school need to be motivated to read more, and not just read something like magic. But if you like that kind of book, it doesn't matter. That's why are the colors, right?
Yeah.
You can choose. But when you read, you improve your knowledge. You learn a lot of stuff. You learn how to write a word, for example, and you be involved in that history, in that book, in the way that how the writer feels. And it's so interesting because you can just with your imagination, as Joanna said, that you can travel, you can be another part of the world, or I don't know, just reading. And it's something that if you don't do it, I invited you to choose a great book and read it.
And another thing is very important to keep in mind is the doctor recommends to read because you keep in shape your brains.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important.
The shape of your brain, not just your muscles.
Yes. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure share this knowledge with you, and congratulations. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Take care.